When I was in the seminary, there was a student from Wichita who tried to argue that heaven was really just Kansas. And we said, okay, what's your basis for this? And he said, every valley shall be raised up and every mountain shall be made low. It's Kansas. A few years after ordination, I had just returned from a trip to the Holy Land. And a friend, a layman, invited me to dinner so he could hear about it. And he wanted to know the exact entire itinerary. And so I started. I said, well, day one, I went to Bethlehem and stayed there till day 3, when we drove up to the Sea of Galilee and explored Capernaum. Day 4, we drove to Cana and also up Mount Tabor. Day 5, we drove over to Nazareth, and so on. Now, in the middle of it, the friend stopped me. He said, whoa, wait. Those are actual places that you could drive to? My poor friend fell into a mistake that I think many of us unwittingly make. He had been hearing the gospel all his life as if it were a fairy tale. But how do fairy tales begin? Well, I can tell you how they do not begin. They do not begin like this. In the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar, when Pontius Pilate was governor of Judea, and Herod was tetrarch of Galilee, and his brother Philip tetrarch of the region of Ituraea and Trachonitis, and Lysanias was tetrarch of Abilene, during the high priesthood of Annas and Caiaphas, the word of God came to John. Not a fairy tale. No one ever asked, hey, who was the president when the tortoise raced the hare? Or, well, wait, who was the mayor of Crystal Lake when they made fun of the ugly duckling? A fable is a fable. But St. Luke does everything he can to make it very, very clear. He is not writing a fable. He is writing history. All of these crazy names. It was funny, at the 7:30 Mass, a lady walked up to me and she said, Father, how can you pronounce all of those names so well and so perfectly? And my response was, are you sure that I am pronouncing them well and perfectly? I dare you to check. No, but all of these names, Tiberius Caesar, Pontius Pilate, Herod, Philip, Lysanias, and yes, even Jesus, all of them had been written about outside the Bible by non-Christians. Got to say something. Okay, now what does this mean for us? Brothers and sisters, never forget, God became a man in a specific place to save and to bless you in your specific place.